Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta is poised to field a 4-3-3 formation for this crucial top-of-the-table Premier League clash against Aston Villa at the Emirates on Tuesday, the 30th of December, 2025. With the Gunners sitting pretty at the summit and seeking revenge for that gut-wrenching late defeat at Villa Park earlier this month, David Raya keeps his place in goal, while Declan Rice continues his makeshift shift to right-back amid doubts over Jurrien Timber and Ben White's ongoing absence. Gabriel Magalhaes slots straight back into central defence alongside the ever-reliable William Saliba after shaking off his injury, and young Miles Lewis-Skelly holds the fort at left-back with Ricardo Calafiori still sidelined. In midfield, captain Martin Odegaard pulls the strings alongside the impeccable Martin Zubimendi and the versatile Mikel Merino, who steps in seamlessly. Up top, Bukayo Saka leads the charge on the right. Victor Gyökeres looks to find his scoring boots as the central striker after a patchy run, and Leandro Trossard edges out the competition on the left wing. A victory here would stretch Arsenal's lead to 5 points and keep the pressure firmly on the chasing pack, with Arteta's men determined to assert their title credentials against an in-form Villa side riding an 11-match winning streak. Mikel Arteta speaks out Arsenal injury latest, hope for Timber and Havertz returns ahead of crucial Aston Villa clash. Arsenal face a massive Premier League encounter against Aston Villa at the Emirates Stadium on Tuesday, the 30th of December, 2025. Mikel Arteta's side, trailing their opponents by just 3 points, are desperate for revenge after suffering a 1-0 defeat at Villa Park last month courtesy of a late Emiliano Buendia strike. The Gunners head into this top-of-the-table showdown hampered by a string of injuries and suspensions, despite grinding out a victory against Brighton at the weekend. Several key players were absent for that match, forcing Arteta to shuffle his pack once again during a demanding festive schedule. Jurrien Timber picked up a knock towards the end of the midweek League Cup tie against Crystal Palace, which ruled him out of the Brighton fixture. The Dutch defender has had rotten luck with injuries in recent seasons, but there is optimism he could recover in time for the Villa game following a week's rest. Ricardo Calafiori, meanwhile, felt discomfort the day before the Brighton match and was withdrawn during the warm-up, with Miles Lewis-Skelly stepping in at left-back. The Italian is unlikely to be risked given the quick turnaround, though a late fitness test will determine his involvement. Mikel Arteta provided the latest injury updates ahead of the Aston Villa clash, expressing cautious optimism about several players. "We're monitoring Jurrien, Timber, and Kai Havertz closely, but I'm hopeful Timber will be available after the extra recovery time, and Kai is very close to full fitness. It should be a matter of days rather than weeks. He's a player that we missed a lot, a player that brings the team into a different dimension. So, I'm really happy to have him back very soon," said Arteta. Kai Havertz has been sidelined for months but was spotted in training last week and is expected to be included in the matchday squad against Villa. His versatility and physical presence have been sorely missed, and his return could provide a timely boost in attack. Ben White continues his rehabilitation from a thigh issue that isn't considered major. The England international is targeting a comeback for the home fixture against Liverpool on the 8th of January, 2026, with Arteta praising him as a really fast healer. Youngster Christian Mosquera faces a longer spell out after his injury proved more serious than initially thought, while teenage prospect Max Daumann picked up a knock in a behind-closed-doors friendly and won't return until next month. Despite the injury crisis uniting the squad, Arsenal remain confident of securing all 3 points against Villa to end 2025 on a high and potentially move clear at the summit heading into the new year. Arteta will rely on squad depth and resilience to navigate this pivotal fixture. Aston Villa injury crisis. Emery's side depleted crunch Arsenal clash at the Emirates. Aston Villa head to the Emirates Stadium on Tuesday, the 30th of December, 2025, for a massive Premier League showdown against league leaders Arsenal. Unai Emery's men, sitting third and just 3 points adrift, are chasing a league double over the Gunners after that dramatic late win at Villa Park earlier this month, but they'll have to do it without several key players due to injuries and suspensions. The Villains are grappling with a mounting injury list during this hectic festive period, forcing Emery to dig deep into his squad depth. With the title race heating up, these absences could prove costly against a resilient Arsenal side eager for revenge. Matty Cash and Boubacar Kamara are both suspended after picking up their 5th yellow cards in the recent victory over Chelsea. The Polish right-back and French midfielder have been vital cogs in Emery's setup, and their one-match bans leave holes in defence and midfield. Pau Torres remains sidelined with a calf injury that has kept him out of the last 4 fixtures. The Spanish centre-back was forced off in the second half of the reverse fixture against Arsenal, and there's no definite return in sight as he continues his recovery process. Tyrone Mings is nearing the end of his rehabilitation from a hamstring problem picked up in Villa's defeat at Liverpool back in November. The England defender is progressing well but, like Torres, hasn't been ruled out entirely. Emery will assess him in training ahead of the trip to North London. Unai Emery gave his final update on the squad's fitness, stressing the need for others to step up. There are rules, and if you are getting 5 yellow cards you are suspended for 1 match. It's another process we have in the matches we are playing. We have Kamara and Cash out tomorrow for being suspended. We will need other players. Kamara is important, yes. Cash is important, yes. Tyrone Mings is important, yes. When is not available, Emi Martinez is important, and Marco Bizzat. Tomorrow is going to be important with other players, said Emery. He added, knowing how we are going to train now, 2 days after playing Chelsea. I want to see how the players are for tomorrow. Of course, the players who are injured are continuing their process. Winger Evan Gesand is unavailable as he represents Ivory Coast at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. The forward's international duty robs Villa of pace and flair on the flanks at a crucial time. Ross Barkley faces a longer spell on the sidelines with a serious knee injury. The midfielder won't travel to the Emirates and is expected to be out for weeks, further thinning Emery's options in the engine room. Despite the setbacks, Villa can take heart from their impressive form and that recent triumph over Arsenal. Emery will demand resilience and adaptability from the players available, as a positive result could see them draw level on points and pile pressure on the top spot heading into 2026. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!